Hey Leo, welcome back to Love from a Leo. My name is Tay, otherwise known as Love from a Leo, and this is your October reading. I'm so excited that you're here and you decided to join me for this reading. All right, let's just jump right in, all right? During this October, it's going to be all about passion and desire and things that you want. Also, putting in the work for things that you want. I feel like you're going to be very focused this month. I think you're going to be very driven. I think new goals are going to start coming to the horizon for you, and you may even feel a little bit creative. So let's just go ahead and see what all of this is about. So in your past, we do have the Queen of Wands. This is a beautiful card. It definitely can match. This definitely can represent the Leo energy. So last month, I think you were in your element. I think you were learning a lot about yourself. I think you were learning what it truly means to be a leader as a Leo. And I think that you were feeling comfortable taking on that position in your life with those that you love and people that you're around. And what parts of your life were you becoming a leader? All around. The World card is about, you know, moving on to new chapters, learning new things, kind of like wrapping it up. So at the end of shooting a movie and they're like, all right, that's a wrap. And, you know, everyone's clapping and they're cheering because they did something and they moved on to the next level, you know, and the movie's finished. So whatever chapter you were going on in your life where you had to learn about becoming the best you, or at least the best you in that situation you were dealing with last month. Whatever you were going through back then, it was teaching you how to be more comfortable with being yourself. I think you definitely did learn how to do that. I think it involved lots of arguing. I think it involved you battling yourself and also others. And I also think that it involved lots of competition. I do see the Knave of Swords here, so this could have dealt with just your self-esteem, battling yourself or battling your confidence. If there was anyone else that you were battling, who was this? What signs were you having issues with, if any, in your last month? The Gemini card. So you could have been dealing with a Gemini sun, moon, rising, and or Venus. So yeah, maybe you were battling with this person. King of Wands in reverse. You were arguing over a person, or maybe you were arguing over yourself, like you did something that they felt was wrong, or you did something that you felt was embarrassing later on once you looked at the situation, and you kind of had to grow up, you know, and maybe you had to assert yourself. Maybe you needed to speak up for yourself. Maybe this Gemini person was always on your case or something, and you had to speak up for yourself because it was just like, look, I know you're trying to keep the peace and all of that, Leo, but honestly, this person is getting the best of you because you're allowing them to, and I think you just stood up for yourself. So yeah, I think that pretty much sums up that situation. If you are still going through that rough patch with that Gemini, let's see what you can do in order to fix it in a positive way for yourself. Seven of Swords. So dealing with this Gemini, you're gonna kind of have to get on their level. Pay attention to semantics. Pay attention to what's being said and what's being done. You may need to even add a little wit to the situation. As a Leo, you may be very witty or maybe not witty at all. It really just depends on who you are. So using your intelligence and logic that you have on the situation, I think you can use that in combination with a little bit of your personality just to kind of jazz it up a bit and let this person know, look, I'm not here for the shit, and you're not gonna, you know, like me if I have to get on your level. A very sassy type of energy is what I'm seeing, but knowing what you're talking about, not just talking shit, but actually having the facts to back it up. You know what I'm saying? So just, you know, do what you gotta do, girl or guy. All right, so present energy during this October, you are going to be experiencing the Hierophant energy. So with the Hierophant card, what I love about this, oh, I got the chills, y'all, I got the goosebumps. Okay, so this card is all about locking things in. So think of institutions, think of marriages, think of colleges, things that are really set in stone, things that take a lot of building up and they're there for a long time. It's just structure, it's a institution, like I said. It's something that has a lot of meaning behind it, whether it's a tangible thing or something that you're just a part of, like a relationship. And so this is also building for the future. This is also having standards. I would say it's one of the most responsible type of energy, if you could think of a responsible energy, and being an adult. So you in your most mature phase, meaning you're not joking around. This isn't a time where you're being funny. This card, this energy is about being on your shit. It's about knowing what you stand in, what you believe in. It is correlated with the Taurus energy, so if you have any Taurus people that you know that are strictlers or really strict with how they are, if you're in a relationship, you may be thinking about marriage, or you may be thinking about not being married. Let's just see. I don't know why that came out, y'all. What is this Hierophant energy coming out for? Oh. So we got the Knave of Pentacles. So part of what you're going to be focusing on with this serious matter, I think, is really becoming financially stable. And if you already are financially stable, you're really focusing on where you're going to be placing your money, always having your stuff in order, just kind of being a little bit more on top of your money game, even if you already are improving it even more. So that's always a good thing. If this is talking about a person, maybe you're locking it in with a person who's very dependable, a person you can always count on. They could be an earth sign. I'm seeing the Virgo card, so there may be a Virgo that you are locking things in with, but I see the Seven of Swords. So I'm not sure if you are keeping something with, like, to yourself, if you have like Virgo placements or something. Even if you're not a Virgo, it looks like you're going within yourself and you're keeping something to yourself. But I think it definitely relates to money. So maybe you're saving secretly for something. You could be saving for a secret vacation or a surprise or a gift for someone, or maybe you're saving so you can move out, or you can leave, or if you're in a really, really bad situation, maybe you're saving up so you can like leave for real and get out of the situation that you're in with whoever. But I don't think it's a bad situation. I just think it's more about you keeping something. Yeah, Six of Wands, very good energy. What this card represents is winning. So I think you're just saving so that you can be on top, you know, like you're really focused. Like I said, this month is all about you being focused and going and being driven towards your goals. You're really putting in the effort, you know, and part of putting in the effort means saving, because you have things that you have to achieve financially in order to move up in the things that you're trying to establish. Empress card, you're really, really paying attention to yourself, and you're really, you know, catering to yourself. I feel like whatever happened last month, I'm really seeing that you just learned, like, you're learning about yourself. I don't know how to explain it, y'all. It's almost like you just woke up one day and you just felt transformed. But it's like you're understanding things. You're being more consciously aware of things. Like, I don't know, maybe you were praying for more awareness or discernment, but you definitely have it here. And part of growing in that way, you are catering to yourself. You're becoming a better you. Like, you're going after the things that you desire. With the Devil card here. The Devil card in reverse is a bad card, but when it's like this is talking about you going after your goals. You know, just being really driven, determined. So it's almost like you're just really on this drive to being a better you. You're mentally leveling up, and it's like you're mentally glowing up. And girl, I'm here for it. If there is someone that you are trying to keep a secret from, who will this be? What zodiac sign is this? Because I did see some kind of like secretive energy, but I don't see any malice behind it. I just feel like, you know, it's something that did pop up, so maybe I should look into it. We have the Cancer card. Cancer sun, moon, rising, and or Venus. Looks like you're hiding something from a Cancer. Again, I don't think it's anything bad, but if it is, if it's for good reason, like if you're hiding it to protect yourself, that's one thing. But if you're hiding it to be spiteful, it might come back to bite you in the ass. So just, you know, take that into account. So for the advice for the situation, just some key things to remember when you're going through whatever during this month. Ace of Wands. Wow, okay, so with this new endeavor that you're doing with this saving or whatever locking it in that you're doing with this other person, Ace of Wands is about starting new things. It's about starting and physically putting in the action towards a goal that you are focused and driven towards. So like I said, this whole month is just about you going towards it, like really gunning for it. And I think whatever you're working on, it will have to take time. It's not going to be something overnight. But I do think it is something that is very, very solid, because the Hierophant is all about stability. And I think whatever you're doing, it is solid. It is very strong. And I just feel like if you keep building from it or building with it, it'll definitely be something good for you. Moving on into your future. This is a little sneak peek into your November. So the energy that we're experiencing in your November is the Three of Wands in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse. I don't necessarily consider a terrible card, but I do feel like it has some delays, you know? Basically, this is saying that next month, you're really going to be putting in effort, right? But what is happening is you still need to clear up some things, meaning whatever you're working on, the project is not going to be perfect. It is something that's going to take time to cultivate, to trial and error type of energy. Like, you're gonna have to try a few things out. You're gonna have to keep staying persistent, and you may need the help from others in order to get certain things done that you're trying to get to. So this isn't terrible, but it is saying that, you know, be on the lookout for things to come your way that may hinder or postpone things to come to fruition for you or slow it down. I don't think it's a bad thing. I definitely think it's just growing pains that go with whatever new thing that you're starting, because this is something new, right? It's like it's a new you, so there's going to be new things that you have to work on. You have moved on to a new chapter, and so all of these things that you're starting off with, they have to be nurtured and they have to grow. So what is it that you're working on? What is Leo working on? 5 of Pentacles in reverse. I think you're working on spiritually becoming more whole, and then also financially becoming more stable within yourself. I think that you want more independence, and I think you're just ready to level up in that aspect of your life. You're also trying to work on your love life. It is upright, so I do feel like you were trying to better your relationship, but with the 3 of Wands being in reverse, you may have a hard time getting the partner to be on the same page as you. And they may not be going against you, but maybe they just have different perspectives of things. So let's see, who are you in a relationship with, Leo? What signs, if any, who are you trying to work on things with? So for the majority of the Leos watching this video, we have the Neptune card, which is correlated with the Hanged Man, which is correlated with the Pisces zodiac sign. But since this is the Neptune card, I'm going to say that this person that you were in a relationship with probably just has lots of Neptune energy, or heavy placements in Neptune, or even heavy placements in Pisces. They may shoot for the stars a lot, or they may get lost in fantasies, or they may be someone who escapes a lot. So if this sounds like a person you're with, then it may take them a little bit longer for you to reel them in to become more stable, because you're looking at, I feel like you're trying to become more stable in an earthly level, and I feel like they kind of leave earth a lot, so you kind of have to reel them in. But I don't think it's something that's like impossible, so that's a good thing. So what is the advice for things to go smoothly with your transformation that you're working on in your November? 2 of Cups. So 2 of Cups, think of it as trying to compromise emotionally. So you have 2 cups. One cup has more water in it than the other. So what do? You have to pour some into the other one until it's even, and you keep doing it until they're both even. That's all you have to do in your November. Now, it sounds easier than it might be depending on how stubborn this person is. Just be open to communicating, but also don't stop until you figure out a happy place for yourself too. So don't just like give up, or don't just like give in to what they want just because you don't feel like arguing. Really try to be calm. Stay calm about it. Don't become too emotional, but definitely be open to leveling out the waters, you know, figuring out where each of you can give and take and replenish and heal the situation that you guys may be stuck in. Other than that, this is a really good reading, Leo. Things are looking really good for you. I don't know what you were doing, but you were definitely been working on yourself, and it is showing, and I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see what's happening for you next month. If you want to see what's happening for you too, go ahead and subscribe. I see that you guys are watching the videos, but you guys are not subscribing. I need you to subscribe. If you are already watching this video, especially if you've made it this far, go ahead and subscribe. What are you doing? Just subscribe. It's free. You know, it's free. If you want a personal reading with me so you don't have to wait for my videos to come up, and they're definitely more in depth, email me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com. I would love to work with you. Let me know any other type of videos that you would like to see. Like this video because that helps me out a lot. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, Leo.